for mankind. A group of scientists successfully found the TKE-1012, a green-blue Earth-like moon, and called this planet Widiland. This planet is 24.2 light-years away from us and has an ecosystem which is up to 73% similar to the Earth. A small group of elite people are selected to migrate to Widiland and build the new home for humans. Unfortunately, during the landing process to Widiland, geomagnetic storms occurred, causing an energy explosion. The accident severely damaged the entire spacecraft, including its high-tech equipment and telecommunications. Now, all the crew members live in the hull of a broken spaceship. The stored food and energy are slowly running out, while the connection with Earth-based radars is totally broken. The only chance to survive is to build a food energy system on this planet. We need to create stable food supply, proceed minerals exploration, build residential areas. Let's begin.
What can you do with $100? Buy a dress, shoes, or a good meal? What about investing? Unfortunately, $100 is useless. It's too small as an investment. No business will allow you to invest in their company as an individual with such a small amount. That's why collective investing was born, allowing retail investors to invest as little as a nickel. Collectively, investors can raise large amounts of money to invest in promising projects. With blockchain, it's even easier. We can decentralize and fractionalize anything, even investments. And RADA helps you do it. The key is RADA Investment Right. Let's call it a REIR. Each REIR equals one right to invest $100 in one of our partner blockchain projects at the private sale rounds. All you need to do is to contribute to RADA by working with us to earn REIR. And then you can start investing your earnings. How many times do you want to multiply your investments? It's your call. What's the deal? Thinking about the business investment cycle for projects. Retail investors, you can only invest when it was already listed on an exchange. But with the REIR, you can invest at the private stage. So what does it mean? An enormous potential return on investments. By saying return on investments, I don't mean 2 times or 10 times, which is so tiny, but 100 times or 1,000 times your initial investments. Private stage investments always allows investing at the lowest cost with the highest potential returns. Before RADA, private sale were exclusive private investors and not the average retail investor. But with RADA, you now have that opportunity. It is your turn to invest in a private round with only $100. Become a Raider and invest like an angel.
(2130). Our green Earth suddenly turned into a gloomy planet. The environment has an alarming rate of pollution. All resources have been exhausted. Humans do not have enough food or energy to survive. The Wedi project was born with a unique mission: to find a new home for mankind. A group of scientists successfully found the TKE 1012, a green-blue Earth-like moon, and called this planet Widiland. This planet is 24.2 light-years away from us and has an ecosystem which is up to 73% similar to the Earth. A small group of elite people are selected to migrate to Widiland and build the new home for humans. Unfortunately, during the landing process to Widiland, geomagnetic storms occurred, causing an energy explosion. The accident severely damaged the entire spacecraft, including its high-tech equipment and telecommunications. Now, all the crew members live in the hull of a broken spaceship. The stored food and energy are slowly running out, while the connection with Earth-based radars is totally broken. The only chance to survive is to build a food energy system on this planet. We need to create stable food supply, proceed minerals exploration, build residential areas. Let's begin.
What can you do with $100? Buy a dress, shoes, or a good meal? What about investing? Unfortunately, $100 is useless. It's too small as an investment. No business will allow you to invest in their company as an individual with such a small amount. That's why collective investing was born, allowing retail investors to invest as little as a nickel. Collectively, investors can raise large amounts of money to invest in promising projects. With blockchain, it's even easier. We can decentralize and fractionalize anything, even investments. And RADA helps you do it. The key is RADA Investment Right. Let's call it a REAR. Each REAR equals one right to invest $100 in one of our partner blockchain projects at the private sale rounds. All you need to do is to contribute to RADA by working with us to earn REAR. And then you can start investing your earnings. How many times do you want to multiply your investments? It's your call. What's the deal? Thinking about the business investment cycle for projects. Retail investors, you can only invest when it was already listed on an exchange. But with the REAR, you can invest at the private stage. So what does it mean? An enormous potential return on investments. By saying return on investments, I don't mean 2 times or 10 times, which is so tiny, but 100 times or 1,000 times your initial investments. Private stage investments always allows investing at the lowest cost with the highest potential returns. Before RADA, private sale were exclusive private investors and not the average retail investor. But with RADA, you now have that opportunity. It is your turn to invest in a private round with only $100. Become a Raider and invest like an angel.
(2130). Our green Earth suddenly turned into a gloomy planet. The environment has an alarming rate of pollution. All resources have been exhausted. Humans do not have enough food or energy to survive. Wedi project was born with a unique mission: to find a new home for mankind. A group of scientists successfully found the TKE 1012, a green-blue Earth-like moon, and called this planet Widiland. This planet is 24.2 light-years away from us and has an ecosystem which is up to 73% similar to the Earth. A small group of elite people are selected to migrate to Widiland and build the new home for humans. Unfortunately, during the landing process to Widiland, geomagnetic storms occurred, causing an energy explosion. The accident severely damaged the entire spacecraft, including its high-tech equipment and telecommunications. Now, all the crew members live in the hull of a broken spaceship. The stored food and energy are slowly running out, while the connection with Earth-based radars is totally broken. The only chance to survive is to build a food energy system on this planet. We need to create stable food supply, proceed minerals exploration, build residential areas. Let's begin.
What can you do with $100? Buy a dress, shoes, or a good meal? What about investing? Unfortunately, $100 is useless. It's too small as an investment. No business will allow you to invest in their company as an individual with such a small amount. That's why collective investing was born, allowing retail investors to invest as little as a nickel. Collectively, investors can raise large amounts of money to invest in promising projects. With blockchain, it's even easier. We can decentralize and fractionalize anything, even investments. And RADA helps you do it. The key is RADA Investment Right. Let's call it a REIR. Each REIR equals one right to invest $100 in one of our partner blockchain projects at the private sale rounds. All you need to do is to contribute to RADA by working with us to earn REIR. And then you can start investing your earnings. How many times do you want to multiply your investments? It's your call. What's the deal? Thinking about the business investment cycle for projects. Retail investors, you can only invest when it was already listed on an exchange. But with the REIR, you can invest at the private stage. So what does it mean? An enormous potential return on investments. By saying return on investments, I don't mean 2 times or 10 times, which is so tiny, but 100 times or 1,000 times your initial investments. Private stage investments always allows investing at the lowest cost with the highest potential returns. Before RADA, private sale were exclusive private investors and not the average retail investor. But with RADA, you now have that opportunity. It is your turn to invest in a private round with only $100. Become a Raider and invest like an angel.
Hello everyone out there. Thank you for coming and joining us with this live stream. Welcome to Radatalk number 5, Venture to Our Future Home with Widiland. This is a live stream on Rada TV, the official YouTube channel of Rada, the DAO-based AngelList for blockchain. With Rada, you can invest in early stage projects with only $100 USDT. Note, This is not financial advice, and we are not responsible for any investments you may decide to do. RADA TV will bring you relevant and interesting talks about blockchain, GameFi, and metaverses. Want to get our latest videos? Please subscribe and click on the bell icon to receive notifications. My name's Daniel Almon, and I will be your host for tonight's talk. We will be having a very special guest representing Widiland, and going to be discussing some of the amazing aspects of this exciting project. But before that, we'd like to share with you a video. Enjoy.
2130. Our green Earth suddenly turned into a gloomy planet. The environment has an alarming rate of pollution. All resources have been exhausted. Humans do not have enough food or energy to survive. Wedi Project was born with a unique mission: to find a new home for mankind. A group of scientists successfully found the TKE 1012, a green-blue Earth-like moon, and called this planet Widiland. This planet is 24.2 light-years away from us and has an ecosystem which is up to 73% similar to the Earth. A small group of elite people are selected to migrate to Widiland and build the new home for humans. Unfortunately, during the landing process to Widiland, geomagnetic storms occurred, causing an energy explosion. The accident severely damaged the entire spacecraft, including its high-tech equipment and telecommunications. Now, all the crew members live in the hull of a broken spaceship. The stored food and energy are slowly running out, while the connection with Earth-based radars is totally broken. The only chance to survive is to build a food energy system on this planet. We need to create stable food supply, proceed minerals exploration, build residential areas. Let's begin.
Wow, that looks fantastic. I'm excited to find out more about that. Our special guest here, please, Adam, would you like to share a little bit about yourself with us?
Hi guys, it's a pleasure to be here with you. I'm really excited to join with you, and after watching that video, even more excited. To be honest with you, I saw this video 1,000 times, and every single time I see it, it's look amazing. So once again, thank you for invitation. It's a pleasure to join with you guys. My name is Adam. I am general manager of the Widiland project, and I am also a huge crypto fan. Last 3 years, I spent hundreds of thousands of hours researching and getting my head wrap around all technology. And of course, I start with the Bitcoin, as probably most of you. A few years ago, that was our base, yes. And I have today with me my lucky T-shirt here. And yes, big fan of the Bitcoin, big fan of technology. With the technology, when it start developing, of course, DeFi, NFTs, gamify, and this is what I am doing now. This is what we are doing with our team, and I am helping them to make the game, to make our project come true.
Great. Well, yeah, it's certainly an exciting project. And how about we get in a little bit deeper about it? So, Widiland is an NFT game. Can you please share more about its story?
Yeah, so as you saw on the video, the story is quite exciting. It's a far future, maybe not that far, 100 years ahead. Uh, However, the humanity did some bad decision, and the earth is very, very polluted, and it's overpopulated. So the human, they're looking for the other solution. They found one planet very similar to Earth, and they decide to discover that planet. So as you notice, when they just approach the landing, some storm appear and destroy the ship. So they end up on the foreign planet with very little food. And then, of course, as a human, they have to find a way to survive. What they do, they start farming, they start looking for some source of the food. And actually this will be our mission, is that every person who will join, the mission of us, it will be to create a source of the food, to develop the new planet, to develop new life there, and to have a fun at the same time.
Right. Well, it sounds very similar to some of the issues that we are going through today. So very topical. What are some of the opportunities and challenges of a colony management game like Widiland?
So from what we see now, and probably you guys also noticed that NFT games, gamify, it's a huge opportunity now, and we have a huge hype on those kind of games. People love them, people join them, and there is a huge amount of the audience and the users who are interested in the games like Widiland. The
Very true.
challenges, in the same time, when you have a so big amount of the people jumping on the hype and making the many different projects, you need to be somehow unique. Yes, so this was
True.
on the beginning our challenge: how to be unique, how to be different, how to deliver more value with all of these different projects. And from my personal point of view, we did this very good. We make Widiland completely unique, completely different than other games, and very soon each of you guys will get opportunity to put your hands on this game and try yourself.
True. You do need to carve out your own niche, and I've already noticed several other games that have very similar themes and gameplays that are happening, but I've not seen anything else similar to Weedyland. What made Weedyland and you at Weedyland determined to develop this genre of game? Well, I think you've answered some of that, but could you go a little bit deeper in it?
Definitely. So we noticed that some of the games on the market, they focusing on the a lot of the game is focusing on the violent or competition between the players. So what we have decided, our CEO and then our team got this idea that let's create something different. Let's come out with some unique idea. And when the idea appeared in our head, we just couldn't stop ourselves. We had to go and follow the idea. So basically, we came out with this new thought that we can, instead of making people compete, let's connect them together. Let's make them work hands on together to reach common goal. So when we start thinking that about creating the game which connect community, instead of divide them, instead of compete them, it was something what really make us determined to go ahead with the idea and go and reach our goals. So that was the main actually motivators for us. And we strongly believe that when the players will get opportunity together with their friends, with their families, create something new, build something new, feel proud of their new world, and take responsibility also for their new world. This is something what can actually create better relation between us, better bonds, and on the top of that, entertainment from the playing game. It's just amazing.
Sure, sure. Well, and I mean, let's face it, there is a lot of division in the world today. It's certainly growing. So, seeing these games that are trying to foster a greater connectedness, a collaboration amongst the players is really inspiring. Weediland also comes with a strong environmental message. It brings, so what inspired your team to this critical modern day message?
Hmm. So yeah, like our CEO, he is really pro ecological person, and he got this idea like to support, not only provide the game but also be able to add another value. So be able to send the message for the players and make it little bit different. So the main idea here, we have a game, we have entertainment, but we have education. We have education about how to be green, how to farm, how to look after yourself and your friends. And also on the top of that cherry on the cake, we also will educate people about the blockchain, about blockchain technology, about cryptocurrency, because
Wow.
actually what is very important, the Widiland is also game available for people who do not have experience with the blockchain or cryptocurrency. It's a
Right.
free to
Right.
play game. Everybody can start up on the phone or the computer and join the game. So there are many other aspects and values which we apply to Widiland.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's wonderfully accessible. I mean, free to play, but also play to earn at the same time. I mean, it's a great combination, free to play to earn. Sounds like a dream come true to me. Continuing on in that vein, as a play to earn, pardon, right. Oh, sorry. And shall we continue on to the business aspect of this? So we will take a short break and then be back to you as soon as possible. Right, got a little bit ahead of myself there. So, welcome back. If anybody are joining us right now, this is the Rada Talk number 5, Venture to Our Future Home with Widiland. This is a live stream on Rada TV, the official YouTube channel of Rada, the DAO-based AngelList for blockchain. With Rada, you can invest in early stages with only 100 USDT. Note, this is not financial advice. We are not responsible for any investments that you may decide to do, though. Rada TV will bring you relevant and interesting talks about blockchain, GameFi, and metaverses. So, as we were talking about before the short break there, Weediland is a play-to-earn game. What kind of in-game activities can players do to earn the rewards?
So yeah, in the game we have many activities. We have a marketplace or NFT marketplace. So basically, what we can do, we can farm, we can develop our lands, we can develop our characters, we can upgrade them, and then we can bring them to marketplace, exchange them. We can even take our crops, our hard work, bring it to marketplace and just sell it or rent it. Even if you want, you can rent your characters. So there is, thanks to this, there is a lot of interaction between the people. I remember when I was young playing Mario Bros. You were only interacting with the computer, yeah, and it was fun. We had a lot of fun, but there
Sure.
was
Yeah,
no
yeah.
exchange of information. Yes, no, there
That's
was
right.
no communication. Now with the Widiland, you actually playing with the other people. You are exchanging the ideas, you exchanging the thoughts, you exchanging your hard earn money or hard earn crops or animals. Everything is it's just so exciting.
Sure. Nice to see hard work play off too, huh?
Yeah.
You were talking about what kind of NFTs are developed in the game?
Hmm. So, as I mentioned, we have a characters. This is the first thing. So each character has some skills. We have a builder, farmer, cook, so on, so forth. Yeah. So this is quite interesting. On the top of that, if you have two characters, you can summon them and create completely new character with the better skills. Yes. So, and then of course, rarity and the value of this kind of character is going up on the marketplace. So this is number one. Number two, lands. Of course, we have to have some lands, limited amount of the lands, and there is 6 type of different lands. Each of them it's more rare than another. We have lands like desert, dry land, forest land, aquatic land, volcanic land. So it's quite different environment when you can settle down, when you can build your castle, your mansion, your swimming pools, so on and so forth. But those are main NFTs we have in our game.
All right, spectacular. So the different characters, different lands, and they can have different levels of rarities for each of these.
Exactly.
Is that correct? Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. And then on the top of that, there is one more thing, like with the characters, especially, they have different levels. Yes. So this is also very important. Yeah. Each, we might have like the same character, like farmer, but his level might be a little bit higher than other one, or he might be summoned with the another character. So again, it will be it will create completely new character.
Right. Okay, great. So can you share about the marketplace and when it will be available?
So yeah, marketplace will be available together with the game. It will happen next month, guys, already. So
That's not that
really,
far away
really
now.
looking. Yeah, it's actually very fast. You know, everything is happening so fast. Like I just remember not long time ago when the Widiland, it was just idea and then start, and it's so fast. Everything is happening like extremely fast. This was the amazing year, the year of a lot of good thing. We follow up our roadmap, and according to our plan, next month, guys, there will be release of NFT marketplace, and also there will be release of the game. So you will get the chance to try yourself.
Right. Spectacular. Right. So what is your opinion about the future of NFT games in the industry? You've touched on this earlier. And how about Widiland's positioning in this journey?
So my personal opinion, if we're talking about NFT, I strongly believe that NFT is kind of breakthrough in technology which allowed us to enter the metaverse. So the concept of metaverse was long time ago, maybe 50, 60 years ago. We heard about the metaverse and how it will work. However, the technology wouldn't allow us to have unique items inside the metaverse. So as you know, in the computer, it's very easy to copy something and you have completely the same copy. However, NFT allowed us to make them different and make them very unique. And this is very, very important in metaverse. So now, thanks to NFTs, we can jump into the metaverse, and Widiland is not only one who is planning to do it. Actually, yes, you heard it good. We will be in the metaverse also. So our roadmap, if you look, 2024, the game will be available in the metaverse. So what does it mean, guys? Now let's say you take your phone, yes, and you play the game. So your experience, it's not so great because you look at the game, you are like outside of the game, yes, you can hear it, but it's like not very great experience. Imagine if very soon you will put your headset on and you will be inside the game. So the experience is completely different. You can see your friends who are farming together with you, who are enjoying the game. So this will be completely higher level, and this is where we're going, and that's why we are using NFTs also, because NFTs allowed us to do it.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. I mean, this is definitely the emerging metaverse. I'm sure that many of our viewers are already familiar with Facebook changing its name to Meta. And a lot of the big tech companies are putting their weight behind developing even better VR than we currently have, and AR too. Righty. So, a game with such big potential surely has some well known backers and supporters. Could you share any of them with us?
Yes. So first of all, the most important is our team. So our CEO and the guys who support us, Nguyen Tenang, sorry, and also our advisor Kenzie Wong. Those are very important people. But also the people who are every day putting the many hours to develop the game, like developers. The whole team, 50 people here in the Vietnam, who support us, who making this game come true, who make it every day, putting a lot of energy. Seriously, guys, like you can see, they not working 8 hours, they not working 10 hours, they are sitting there for 12, 14 hours to make
Wow.
sure that the game will be great. And this is something that the team we have, it's something has no value, like it's cannot express how important they are for us. And then
Yes. Yeah.
of course we have partners like AU21 Capital, Mr. Teddy Fan at G2 Studio. They're very supporting for us. And there is one more thing what we trying to accomplish. As you probably noticed, we are quite strategic team. Um, Me personally, my background is more in the business. So what we have decided to do is to get the partners from the different sectors. As I mentioned to you before, the game will be available not only for those who understand the blockchain, who understand NFTs, but it will be available for people who love the game, for people who just want to try. You don't need to invest, you
Mm.
don't need to have a wallet. You don't need to have a cryptocurrency to begin playing Widiland. So because of that, we know we have a chance to attract bigger of audience, and that's why we decide to broaden our partnership. And we not only partner up with the people from the blockchain industry, but also from the different industries. So we have people cooperating with us from Luna Venture, X21, AU21, Capital, ZBS, Capital, Red Hat, or Astronauts. They all supporting us. People from BSC Station, and of course Rada supporting us here also with this great event today.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, I mean, that's one fantastic thing that I like, how you're practicing what you preach. With the game, it's about trying to collaborate, but also with your company, realizing that you are stronger by reaching out and getting the support from many different other partners that can help complement your skills and what you bring to the table already. So let's talk about the roadmap. It seems that your progress is on track so far.
It is. It is. We are very proud of this because, guys, it's extremely difficult. So, imagine there is so much things happening here with this world. The blockchain, the technology is going so fast, and you need to follow up. You cannot stay behind. So everything is happening so fast. But luckily, we are on track. Last month we had IDO. This month we will have an IGO. The beta version is already available, and I need to tell you that I already play, and it's great. Uh, so so it's like big achievement. And the next month, guys, each of you will get a chance to play by yourself. The game will be released, the first version will be released, and also the NFT marketplace will be released. So we will have in like next month IGO, and it's super important for us. I cannot stress how important it is.
Mhm.
But this is only this month, yeah, and it's already a lot. In the long term, as I mentioned, you guys, we have like a metaverse where we will be entering with the game, and on the top of that, one more very important thing, that we are planning to move the game to and be governed by users. So it will became the DAO organization, meaning each of you, the supporters, the investors, the person who is engaged and working with us, will get the right to the vote about the game, about improvement, about the changes, wherever. So in the future, we want to give the game to community. We want to give the game to you guys, and together as a one, create new Widiland, design new world, build it together. So it's super exciting. It's something the blockchain allowed us to do so many amazing things, and we want to take advantage of that.
Wow, I mean, just an absolutely incredible project. It's just so many things that we could be talking about. The free to play, and teaching people about crypto. So acknowledging that not everybody are experts on crypto at this stage. That there is a big shift happening as people realize the potential of blockchain for gaming, and taking that free to play and combining it into play to earn as well. I mean, there's so many so many things we could talk about in this project, but
Here
I'm
is
sure we don't have enough
one
time for it all.
important thing. Here is one important thing I would like to mention. As you say that, accept the play in the game, accept the free to play, and you can earn the money. It's also very important. My personally, my from my point of view, it's important that we educating about the blockchain. As you
Mm,
see, now these days it's quite crazy situation in the world. Everything starts being controlled, um, and the blockchain, it's like make people free. It's give us like freedom of choice. So this is something what we want this is another message we want to send to the people, but also the users who are not familiar with the blockchain, they will get opportunity to try it, and it's trying in very friendly way,
mm,
very easy to absorb way. So I really hope our effort it can have this little bit impact, at least little bit impact, for this big mission like Satoshi Nakamoto had to free the people and give them power. And this is exactly what we are doing with the
mm,
DAO organization, with
mm.
the Widiland and with the blockchain.
Spectacular. And then, of course, I mean, we're focusing on free to play. We're talking about the play to earn. We're talking about the DAO and the decentralized organization. But I mean, we still need to come back to the fact that this is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun to play, a cross platform game. You can use your phone, you can use your computer, but then later on, when the metaverse is incorporated, bringing in a headset as well to get deeper immersion into the game.
Of course, that's a great point here, Daniel. Like the entertainment is number one. Yes, the one thing we can sit here and talk. However, the main goal is people will try themselves and they will entertain and they will have a great time. And we are doing all our the best to make sure they will entertain, because there are many different activities inside the game. Uh, so the goal is, once what we are doing here, our team doing, it's bringing more users, but then second thing, it's keep them. This is very important. And guys,
Oh, it
we
is. Yeah.
made so many entertainment in the game, like lotteries, like collecting some items, like NFT marketplace, lending, borrowing items. A lot of things will happen in. There are 3 chapters, so there will be all the time something which will make us keep going and keep developing our Wedi world.
All right. Well, this is going to be the end of our kind of curated session, but we will be giving a chance to any viewers to win amazing treasure rewarded by Widiland, and the ability to support this amazing project. Stay tuned to learn how to get the rewards after the Q&A session. But for now, we're going to take a short break. All right, welcome back, everybody. So excited to have you all here. So now let's try to come up with some super relevant questions for Adam. Please do type these in the YouTube chat. We welcome all questions, and we will randomly select questions written in the comments to take up. So please write your questions now, and remember, the more unique, relevant, or interesting the question is, the better chance that you will get selected. All right, Adam, we already have some questions ready for you. Are you ready?
Sure, let's go ahead.
Okay, so coming in, I see the question is, hello, Adam. I'm new here. Can you explain what Widiland has done and how you view Widiland for the next 1, 3, or even 5 years into the future?
Okay, that's a great question. I'm happy to see that some of our audience really care about the future of the project and care about the project. Thank you for the question. So, from my personal point of view, we did a lot. Actually, the game, it's the beta version. It's already available. We can try. Some of the people can try it. We will collect. We are collecting feedback to make sure next month, when will be IGO and we will release the game for you guys, it will be as good as possible and you will have the best experience as possible. So during last 6 months, we did a lot. As I mentioned, you IDO last month. So there was the crowdfunding, bootstrapping, a lot of focus on the very beginning on the investments, on the funds. So we are good with this. Now we mostly focusing on the developing and making sure that the game will be great. This is for very short term. For the long term, we are more focusing about the creating another chapters of the game, moving to metaverse, which will be huge step for us, and also changing Widiland to DAO organization. So those are our main goals, short term and long term. And I hope this is answering your question.
Next question. So the question says, there are 2 treasures, land and character. Each type has a rarity. What's the difference between the different levels of rarity? So common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are, if I remember good, 6 type of rarities, and it's also depends for which item. Yes, for lands also 6 types. For characters, we have 6 types also. So as you can notice here, there are the basics of the rarities of items. However, there is one important point that we can summon our characters and create completely new character with completely new skills, and this will bring much more value to this NFT item. So this is constantly developing. You can constantly updating and upgrading your characters or your lands. So this is like never ending story. You can always get better.
Yeah. So continuing on with characters and land, the next question is, how many characters can be on one land?
Mm-hmm. At this moment, we have 4 basic characters, if I remember well, and that you can have it all 4 if you want. Yes, actually, it's highly recommended because let's say you have a farmer, but you don't have a cook, so it's quite difficult for you to feed your family. Let's call it like that, or so you. The goal is to imagine that you need to build uh, the new the new place, the new home for yourself. So you need to have a builder to build the place where you can stay, where you can sleep, where you can be safe. You need to have a farmer who can farm from you food. You need to have somebody to take care of the animals. Yes. So each activity need to have a different character. So more you
Sure.
have, then more independent you are. And for example, you don't need to purchase the item from the other people. And actually, if
Mhm.
you produce more, you can sell to them.
Sure, sure. But then there is always the opportunity to collaborate with others if you so desire.
Exactly.
Next question. When can we download the game at the Play Store?
hmm So the roadmap show that next month, guys, um, you will be already allowed to get and try the game. Um, it's a big step for us. It's exciting moment, and I know everybody waiting for this. But I just ask you for a little bit more patience. What I can recommend you guys at this moment, I highly recommend you to join to our communities, to join our Telegram group and Twitter, because over there you will be constantly updated. Yes, we know that the game will be released next month. However, we don't have an exactly date, so please stay tuned. This is very important. And if you are the part of our community, there are many other benefits you can get. Not only information, but also you can get some gifts, some surprises, because now, guys, Christmas coming. So Widiland, it will be your Santa this month, and we will be giving away some gifts. So very important. Stay tuned. Be ready for next month, for start for releasing the game and joining our team.
Right, that will be a Merry Christmas for many people out there. So you have largely answered that. Next question: when can we play with our NFT assets? That would be next month, if I'm getting that correctly.
Yes, when you start game, actually you will receive random NFTs assets. Sorry, you will receive assets which will not be NFTs. Yes, if you
Right,
want NFTs asset, you can purchase them on the marketplace, and it will be released the same time as a
same
game.
time. Right, right. I think there are several similar farming games that will be released later this year, is the next question. What is Widiland's strategy and its uniqueness to attract as many new players as possible in the future?
Okay, so there are a few points important here to mention. Um, the team of Widiland, the management and the board, the team who is behind the production, let's call it like this, the developers, we most of us, we have a similar mindset. We are focusing on the value, on adding the value. So this is what we did actually with Widiland. We create the game which is entertaining, which is fun to play, and it's free to play. So many other games, they ask you to invest god know how much money, to just play.
Mhm,
What if you don't like it? So
mhm,
what then not very happy, yeah. So
mhm.
Widiland, it's a free to play, it's a fun to play, you can earn money, you can learn about the ecology, you can learn how to be pro ecologic. Like, we create this story with Widiland, where in 100 years from now the earth has a big problem with pollution, but it's maybe like kind of word of warning for everybody. This is, we show what we don't want to have. Yes, and at
Sure.
this moment we already preaching how can we not have it. Yes, so this is very important. We have another hidden message which tell about ecology. Another thing, guys, this game, to join and play, you don't need to know about the blockchain, you don't need to have a wallet. Yes, you don't need to have a MetaMask. So this is very important. If you ask some many people what is MetaMask, what is wallet, or where about the blockchain, they might not know, and then because of that, they might not be able to play some games. However, with Widiland, it's no problem. You don't have a wallet, you don't know about the blockchain, you can still play and learn. And the last thing, what is important here, we will also help them people understand about the blockchain and about the cryptocurrency. And in the future, this actually can turn their life. We know, all of us probably know the stories of the crypto millionaires and now even billionaires. So I hope it will be one of you guys.
Great. Yeah. Lots of potential exciting things for Widiland in comparison to some of the other games that will be coming out there, and the evolution into the metaverse with your plans later on. How do we earn? So the next question, how do we earn by playing this game? Could you please repeat that?
Mm-hmm. So basically, you will be able to farm some crops. You will be able to have some animals. You will be able to build shelters, houses. You will be able to mine some sources like coal and other stuff, and then later on you will be able to exchange them in the marketplace. So we will have two type of the token. This is, I think, quite important to mention, and I think I forgot. So Widiland has a two type of the token. One is Wedi token, which is governance token, and is available on decentralized exchanges at this moment already. Yes, it's available on the PancakeSwap. You can exchange it for Binance Coin. There is the second token. It's called WSO, and it's in-game token. So by approaching the mission and reaching some levels, upgrading the level, reaching the goals and upgrading characters, by developing yourself in the game, you will get a WSO token, which eventually you can change this for Wedi token, and then you can exchange them for the money, for the real money. So this is the way you can do it. You can also lend your land. You can if you have like big piece of the land, you have some rare land, you can lend them to other people and also can make money on this. So there are quite few different ways of the making. You can sell the stuff also. Yes. So it's give a big opportunity where you have a chance to earn some money.
Right. The lending the land, you could be renting the land. You could be basically a landlord in
Exactly.
Widiland. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Great. Uh, Next question related to the lands. Are the lands limited? Will there be no other land for sale after the early sale?
Mhm. Yes, the lands are limited, um, and if there will, I cannot answer now if there will be no land to sell after pre-sale, because we don't know how much we will sell. Yes, we have a big plan. We have quite many investors joining, and we know that they will be purchasing big packages of the land. What is important? The fact that the land are limited and there is only some amount of supply. So it's better for you guys if you jump in right now, and if you join to pre-sell, because after that, I don't know, maybe everything will be gone. So
Yeah, that's right.
you might be lost the chance. So I highly recommend to do it right away.
Right. Get in early. That's the best time to get your best chance of
For
having
sure.
access to all
For
of these.
sure.
You may miss out if you take a little bit too long to get in on this.
For sure.
Right. Next question. Can you explain to everyone the effect of the two tokens, the Wedi and the WSO? Although I believe you did cover this just recently, but maybe let's go in a little bit deeper. What is the function between these two tokens, and what is the difference between them?
Sure. So we have two tokens, with the governance token, and also the token which allowed you to purchase land, NFT item like land and characters in the marketplace. Yeah, those are the main NFT items I can say in the game. Yes, and you will use the Wedi token to purchase them. Second, WSO token is inside the game. You can also use it in the marketplace to purchase some other items like food or animals. But also you can, let's say you purchase the characters on the marketplace, and then you can upgrade the characters by using WSO token. So mostly WSO token is inside game. It's unlimited supply. You can also use it for the lotteries or joining the competitions, or even if you can find some surprise treasuries on your land, and those will contain WS token. But eventually you can, at the end of the day, you can exchange them for Wedi tokens.
Okay. And you have largely answered this question again, but let's just make sure attention to detail with it. In chapter 3, there is a picture of a boy wearing VR glasses. So is the project going to trend in the metaverse in the future? And let's just talk about the metaverse a little bit more because it's so cool.
Exactly. Actually, that's what I want to say. When I talk about metaverse, I feel like this little boy with these glasses. Seriously, the metaverse
Yeah,
is so exciting.
I'm
I
so
guess for
excited.
each of you. Yeah. So, like, if you guys got the chance of trying the headsets, maybe from Oculus or from the Sony, you know the experience is just unbelievable. I remember first time when I put this on my head, and my friends they played the game where I was diving and then shark attacked me and they split water on me. I thought I will just scream and run away from them. Yeah, because the experience is so real, and
Mm,
this is what we will do with Widiland. So what we want to do, as we said before, we want to connect people instead. Make them compete together. We want them working together in the common goal, and our vision is that we will be able excuse me, to enter to the Widiland, be inside of Widiland, and be inside with our friends. Together, hands on, do the stuff, build the houses, mining, go to the marketplace, discussing, planning, strategizing, and do all those things together, being, I can say, nearly next to each other, yes. It
yeah,
will
yeah,
be
yeah.
inside metaverse, but as we said already, the feeling it's so real that
Mm,
it's really like sometimes uh, hard to know. Is it seriously? Once again, when I come here to the my first experience with VR, I was truly uh, convinced this is like reality.
mm,
Yeah,
mm,
one side my brain said, Adam, no, this is not real, but the other sense, like vision and hearing, it was so strong.
sure.
So this is
Yeah.
what we want to do. We want to give you guys the best experience ever and connect you together inside the metaverse.
Sure, sure. And we've been talking about the Oculus Quest and Sony, but I remember my first experience with the Oculus Quest. They constantly talk about immersion into the game, and it's really a good description of that. I got so absorbed in the game that I might have forgotten about my surroundings and accidentally slammed into a glass door. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But it's fantastic. And, as we mentioned earlier, the big tech companies, they're getting in on this. So who knows what kind of technology we're going to have by the time we get to chapter 3? How deep are we going to be able to go with the metaverse at that point? Next
Exactly,
question.
exactly.
Oh,
As you
yeah.
mentioned, just sorry for interrupting, but
No, not at all.
at this moment it's so realistic. The experience is so strong. Then imagine, guys, in 2 years, with this speed of the development of technology, with this amount of money companies investing, imagine what will happen in 2 years. It will be just mind-blowing.
Everything is just exploding ahead in terms of technology, and it's just getting faster. So, moving on to the next question: do you have plans to make partnerships with any other local brands?
Yes. So we actually quite strong focusing on creating partnerships and building the community. We have special options for our partners, and we are free to talk about this, and you can contact with us to hear the best deals for our partner, the best option to join with us and build this project together. So what we are trying to do now, there are two things. One thing is get the partners from many different industries to spread the news about the game, to grow the community as big as possible. Second, we are trying to get on the board people from different countries. So we already cooperating with South America, with Brazil. We are cooperating with Indonesia, with Singapore, Thailand. I am responsible for the Europe. So there's this very strategic approach. Yes, as I said, me personally, I'm more business here person, and trying to use all my best skills and all my network to help spread the news, to reach as big as amount of people, and to build huge group of the partners who will be supporting us here.
Okay. Next question. Do you have an NFT capital or venture that you are targeting that you think will have a big impact in the future?
I don't really get this. If somebody can reframe this question.
Do you have an NFT capital venture that you are targeting that you think will have a big impact in the future? So, so a particular goal, I think, with NFTs or something that will emerge perhaps as the game evolves?
According to the NFT assets, from my personal point of view, we cannot produce more of them or add in some other one, because the rarity of them will disappear and the inflation will appear. So
That's right.
what we try to do is to create the NFTs now, and limit the number of them, and this what will bring the value. At the end of the day,
Yes.
it will bring the value to the NFT tokens, to NFT items. So this is our strategy, and we will be going this way. I don't really think that in the later stage, adding more items, it will be good generally for the project.
No.
It might be a little bit harmful. I hope it's their answer for the question, and I
Sure.
hope this is something what you were
Yeah.
looking for,
Well,
guys.
just and continuing along those lines about the importance of having scarcity, and a big part of the reason why so many people are making that shift over to cryptocurrencies, especially with Bitcoin and the scarcity involved with
Exactly.
that. And when we compare that to what has been going on with the US dollar in the last couple of
Yes.
years, some of the stats I've been hearing is that 40% of all US dollars in circulation have been printed in the last 2 years, and the effect that that is going to have on inflation in the coming years.
So imagine now if somebody start printing Bitcoin, more than 21 million. So Bitcoin will start losing the value. Yes, people will
That's
say
right.
it's, so if I can make it, so what's the value of this? And we
Mm.
strongly believe the same with Widiland NFT items. There will be
Mhm.
some amount of them, and sorry, but not more.
No, sure. Well, and that is the reality for many people. If we are relying on a fiat income and that is all we're getting, and typically our salaries don't change very much from year to year, we will be losing ground against inflation as time goes by, and our purchasing power will be diminished as a result. Right, moving on to the next question. So, may I know your strategy to make this game sustainable in the future? You've touched on this a little bit before there already, Adam, but again, if you could maybe go a little bit deeper with it.
Sorry, can you give me this question once again? I couldn't hear you.
Sure. Yep, yep. May I know your strategy to make this game sustainable in the future?
hmm So we are highly strategic people here, the team of Widiland, and when we create the project, we think quite few years ahead. Yes, there are some projects on the market. You can see they try build on marketing, on the hype.
Mm,
They have a strategy for next 3 months, and then sell off, and everybody are gone. However, with Widiland, it's completely different. We are
mm,
focusing on the adding value. So what we
mm,
are trying to do is connect new business model, like with the blockchain, with the NFTs, but connect it with a strategic thinking and strategic approach of the standard business model. So our goal is steady grow with the same speed and same tempo, and we strongly believe this way it will be the best for long-term vision of the project and for the users.
mm.
We have many activities which will help us to achieve our goal. If you look on our roadmap, there is a lot of stuff happening. Last few months was completely crazy, guys, and the next month is it's look even worse. There will be much more thing happening. So we are keep entertaining, keep adding value, keep doing new things, keep uh, engaging people and users to the game. So this can give us sustainable long-term growth, which at the end of the day will each of you benefit. That each person who will be joined, who will be part of Widiland, they will take benefits of this.
Right, right. So not just a flash in the pan. There's this long-term commitment for Weedyland to take it the distance.
Definitely,
Uh,
definitely. I see here big advantage of the team. On the one hand, we are strong technology maniacs who are love the crypto, love the blockchain. But on the other hand, many of us has a solid, strong background in business and huge network. And we using both of them to create a great project and add the value.
right. It just comes back to that collaboration theme that we've had running this entire session here. Next
Exactly.
question. So it's noted that there will be an early NFT sale on the 19th of December. Will there be another sale again after this?
I'm not sure about the second plan. It also depends how the first cell go. We have some information that first cell might go crazy. Um, Let me tell you why. Each of our previous goal, let's say according to the fundraising, was achieved very quick and very rapid. uh, so there was, like, let's say with IDO, with the pre-sale of the token, for example, we accomplished this in 1 day. Yes, so we believe it might be the same with NFTs. So I highly recommend you to join to the first pre-sale.
Yes, right. And everyone, I'm so sorry, but that was the last question. We are running out of time for this event. Uh, Before we get to the airdrop, there will be an announcement about the airdrop. We will take a short break. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody. So we are about to announce the airdrop. In order to be able to win 5 treasures, you will need to you need to follow these steps. Right, so 15 ways to enter. Of course, you can see the time is December 15th, but join the Widiland Telegram group. That will give you +5. Join the Rada Telegram group for +5. Widiland on Twitter and Rada on Twitter. Widiland Facebook and Widiland on Instagram. Rada.Network official on Instagram, the Widiland Substack, the Widiland official on YouTube. Subscribe to the Wedi YouTube channel, like our video trailer, and you'll be getting 5 points for each of those. And we'll just see that video come back up again and catch ourselves up on that. And scrolling on down, there we go. As we said, visit Widiland official on YouTube, subscribe to Wedi YouTube channel, like our video trailer on Widiland YouTube channel, subscribe to the Rada YouTube channel, and then what are the names of the 2 different treasures in the Widiland ecosystem? Refer your friends for extra features, extra entries. All right, thank you for joining us and good luck to you all. So I just want to say a special thank you to all of you for watching our live streaming of Radatalk number 5, Venture to Our Future Home with Widiland. And thank you, Adam, for your time. Anything you'd love to share before we say goodbye to our audience?
Yes, guys, thank you so much, Rada. First of all, thank you to you, everybody who joined today's video. Thank you so much for listening, for supporting us. I highly recommend you guys to join into our community. And if you have any question, if you have any question about partnerships, about the game generally, feel free to connect with us. Feel free to ask us anything, and we will support you. Thank you once
Sure.
again, and have a great evening, day, or morning, wherever you are.
Right, thank you, Adam. I mean, really highlighting the importance of pulling together a solid community together. Rada TV will bring you relevant and interesting information about blockchain, GameFi, and the metaverses. Want to get our latest videos? Please subscribe and click on the bell icon to receive notifications. And don't forget to participate in the Airdrop event for the treasure from Widiland. Now it's time to say goodbye, and well, it's good night for us right here, but see you later for everybody else around the world, and looking forward to beating you in the player versus player in the next GameFi title that comes by our Radatalk series. See you.